I'm Michael Miyagawa from VISIONGRAPH. Our company is an innovation research and story-making studio based in Tokyo. Today, I will talk about the possibility of CBD market in Japan. Because I have been to South by Southwest for 8 years now, though it was cancelled this year, and I learned a lot about the cannabis business market and its possibilities. I want to bring it into Japan, so let me start with explaining current situation of Japanese market. CBD saves Japan, new oil biz for highly stressful society. Japan is said to be a high-stress society. Things like a high suicide rate and the Karoshi problem that even recognized in English represent a dark side of Japanese society. And young people live with uncertainty as we become a highly aged society. Looking at the data, first we see that more than 50% of Japanese people are said to deal with insomnia, with especially high proportions in people aged teens through 30s. Also, the number of patients with mental illness in 2017 was 4 million, and we know that it's increasing every year. In Japan, about 20,000 people commit suicide each year, and Japan is the only G7 nation in which the leading cause of death in teens to 30s is suicide. In Japan, marijuana is totally illegal. Compared to other countries, the rate of drugs use isn't very high, but instead there is a trend towards alcohol dependence. In recent years, there has been a dramatically increased demand for a Chuhai kind of canned cocktail with more than 7% alcohol content. Because they are easy to buy and get drunk easily. Some experts say these drinks are as dangerous as synthetic drugs. In this country, there is an increasing demand for goods and services that helps us cope with high stress. There are a lot of unique stuff that aim to provide stress relief and time for relaxation. As you can see on the slide. We have some unique consumer products in Japan which focuses on healing and relaxation. Many foreigners get surprised about the product called hot eye masks that you can easily put on your eyes and get relaxed at home. Also, there are many kinds of lovable character products. It's kawaii, like adorable like dolls and communication robots you can hug to give you relief and peace of mind. I have introduced the main problems of Japanese society and the needs for the stress care market so far. As the cannabis business topic getting bigger and bigger every year at South by Southwest, we have to think that maybe CBD itself is something that Japanese society is looking for. But the reality is that recognition of CBD in Japan is very low because the image of marijuana is very, very bad, and most people can't tell the difference from the other hard drugs. In Japanese cannabis control law, only hemp stems and seeds are not subject to control, which means CBD products extracted from stems are not illegal in Japan. But most people feel scary for anxious when they hear that CBD are made from cannabis. From here, we will look at Japanese people's hopes and concerns about CBD based on a survey that we conducted independently. According to the survey we conducted, 94% of Japanese people did not know the word CBD. Moreover, hearing that it was extracted from marijuana, 73% of people reported feelings of reluctance to better improve social image of CBD and cannabis. It is essential to spread collect information. From our research data, the effect that people expect from CBD are stress reduction, skin improvement, pain relief, and on. Actually, there are a lot of people who want to reduce the stress they feel in their daily lives. For method of using CBD, people want ways that are easy to incorporate in daily life, like foods, drinks, cosmetics, and aromatherapy. On the other hand, direct methods like vaping and taking oils are still met with a lot of reluctance. Another survey showed that to be able to use CBD products without hesitation, people need information from reliable sources, like research results from medical institutions, official agents, and certification systems. All CBD products currently available in Japan are made from imported CBD materials, and those have cleared inspection according to manufacturer's ingredient analysis. Now, ingredient inspections is not mandatory within Japan. However, as there is strong negative image of cannabis in Japan, I think we need an inspection and a certification system that can guarantee safety for consumers. Unfortunately, about half of respondents say they don't want to use CBD product for now. For the other half of people who want to use CBD, we need to attractive product development and at the same time improve public relations and strategic branding in order to disprove the prejudice that CBD is made from an illegal drug. Along with conveying that CBD isn't illegal, we need to show that they have appealing effect. We have many good cases from overseas, but hearing from people within Japan who already use CBD product will help it feel more familiar for Japanese people. Looking at some product reviews online, we can see people are feeling effect like improvement of insomnia and anxiety, relief of muscle and menstrual pain, and recovery from fatigue. It is said that the cannabis market will grow so fast enough to be called greenlash, and the Japanese CBD market is no exception. In a survey by Maya Research Analytics, they found that in 2019, Japanese CBD markets were valued at about $60 million, and in 2024, they are predicted to grow about $800 million. They are estimated to continue to grow by 1.5 times rate per year. Then, how do we actually get the Japanese CBD market grow? First of all, I think we have to dramatically change up the image of CBD. CBD is still unknown for a lot of Japanese people, but we have gradually popularized and accepted many brand new cultures in our history. For example, yoga had a quite bad image in Japan in the 90s because it became famous with religious cult, and it took quite a long time before being accepted until recently. It was re-imported into Japan as an popular exercise by American celebrities, and now it can be seen anywhere people doing yoga for beauty and health. Only a few people have insect-eating cultures in Japan, but in recent years, the company Mujirishi Ryohin has developed a snack that uses bug protein, and insect-eating restaurants have opened in new buildings. The image is changing to be more modern and cool, which might be widely accepted by Japanese people. The important thing is spreading proper understanding, removing prejudice, and having people really experience it themselves. To do that, branding is incredibly important because Japanese people are easily affected by information transmitted through media and advertisement. Creating suddenly popular trends is kind of a national trait. There are many hurdles to change CBD images in Japan. We have to create a strategy that fits and approach it carefully. First is Taima, means cannabis. We have to transform the idea of crime and drugs of cannabis. Next is Asaseihin, means hemp product in Japan. Yeah, newly is CBD. Most people do not know the fact that it's cannabis sourced. We can avoid people to have the negative image of crime and drugs. In part, some existing CBD products sold in Japan also used phrases like a thrilling new hemp-sourced ingredient. But I think we need to find even better branding method. Let's look in detail at an approach that focuses on CBD's novelty. Because Japanese people love to imitate foreign products and foreign lifestyles, the first thing to think about is that it's possible to change CBD's image to a new lifestyle comes from overseas. For example, CBD drinks might be easily accepted with a new lifestyle like drink this instead of alcohol and chill with your friend. Products like American CBD drinks, Reese's, might be a good example. And a gut proposal for CBD balm could be a new option for after sports care that popular foreign athletes use for pain relief. Japanese would be very compatible with CBD lotions like Foliar, which could be introduced as you can relax and have better sex and with someone close to you. After CBD products became popular in Japanese market, We would be happy if we could create an original product in Japan that can be exported to all over the world, which could be released at exhibitions like South by Southwest. Let us move to the next point. In order to grow CBD products in Japan, as a new business that can fight on a global battlefield, we need to create an educational environment and a new idea among Japanese market. Applying the same chart here, in order to create an original CBD product in Japan, we need a new platform giving proper education and ideas. It is like software and hardware development. We can advance new product development interactively with an open community. As I already showed some examples, Japanese people are good at thinking surprising product design, and these ideas are created from the bottom up. There are some cases where a Japanese housewife's idea becomes a popular consumer product. The new platform here is a place where all can contribute ideas rooted in our daily life together. An online community where you can have education and ideation at the same time. We have collected many ideas on CBD usage methods on a Japanese online ideation service. Having people imagine how do you want to try can help reduction feelings of reluctance towards CBD. More than anything, Japanese people love seeing new ideas. We are not very good at putting them into practice, though. I think we will need a community and a platform that can grasp user demands. We are planning to start an online community in Japan too and adding our own ideas. Finally, the most important thing is to create long-term gradual growth, not a temporary trend. Japanese people are sensitive to media, so hit products tend to gain and lose popularity very quickly. As an example, tapioca, hydrogen water, and coconut oil have been trendy in recent years, but all of them fell so quickly. When we look at internet word searches compared to America's regular rises and falls, Japan has remarkably dramatic, but temporary, increases with equality dramatic falls. With last year's big tapioca craze, we have too many new shops entitling the market, and now many of them are already starting to close. Therefore, we have to be very careful to make CBD popular, but not a temporary trend when opening up the Japanese CBD market. If you look at the number of CBD word searches, it just started increasing now, and we can tell that interest is going up gradually. We can steadily introduce CBD to Japanese society with an effective marketing policy, with this timing in mind. Let me introduce my ideas of 6 important measures to take. 1. Educate people with correct information. Notify people in Japan with updated information on cannabis and its components based on reliable researches. We need a place where users themselves can exchange information. and to show both advantages and disadvantages of CBD without hiding anything. 2. Take control of the supply balance. Unlike the tapioca businesses, which is easy to enter the market, but suddenly become oversupplied and shops shut down after a temporary boom. 3. Make it daily necessity. Proper information and product design in order to have it recognized as something necessary to daily life. 4. Subscription for regular use. A structure that turns it into a habit, like subscription service or you can get discount if you buy it regularly. 5. New ecosystem to supply safe and high quality CBD products. Establish a safety standard certification system that doesn't allow inferior goods to distribute. Finally, brand new promotion to change impressions. Along with a proper understanding of CBD, make it essential thing in our life in order to have a fashionable and free lifestyle. Once again, the biggest hurdles with the Japanese market is Japan's cannabis control law, as explained it before. And since cultivation of hemp within Japan is completely banned, the raw materials for CBD products have to be imported. Our company VisionGraph has been contributed to many new business development in various fields through blending based on the visions of the future. From the rise of discussion about cannabis business at South by Southwest, I am confident that, not that, for future, the regulation on cannabis in Japan will definitely be lifted. Even now, we can start a new business to develop market in Japan with legal CBD products. We will issue a CBD report for Japanese people, including some information that I have shown in this seminar. From here, we want to take part in the introduction of groundbreaking volume product or developing original product for Japanese market. In Japan, there are already several companies selling CBD products in their online shops, but general awareness is still low, and there hasn't been enough successful publicity about CBD. I want to liven up the entire Japanese CBD market with my idea given today. If there are any manufacturers here today that have an interest in entering the Japanese market, let's break new ground together. Thank you for listening.